Welcome back to TechnoSage in YouTube channel. So RDNA 3 is official as of now, and AMD has literally done it. Like, it comes with 5nm graphics compute die GCD and 6nm memory chip dies, and the leaks was spot on with its 6 MCDs and 1 GCD. As you can see on the screen here, it is what we had been seen, and it comes with most powerful gaming graphics with 61 teraflops per second on a 5.3 TB per second world's fastest chipset interconnect, 24 GB of GDDR6X and 58 billion transistor. And they got an improvement over generation of 54%, like the performance target was 50%, and its new cache die is 2.7 times faster than RDNA 2 at 5.3 TB per second, which is nice. And it has dual media engine with simultaneous encode decode for AVC and HVC, 8K 60 frames per second at AV1 encode decode, and AI enhanced video encode, which is nice. And it is 1.8 times faster in engine frequency, which is a nice thing to see. It has dual media engine, so yeah, you can just drive like 8K and you can encode and decode at the same time, which is nice to see. Along with it, they had introduced like RX 6900 XTX 24GB and Radeon RX 6900 XT 20GB, and the leaks here was spot on with the images that I had made the video yesterday regarding it, and it is pretty similar to what it has been leaked. But I thought it was going to be named like 7950 XTX, but it's not. It's 7900 XTX, but it is 24GB as of now, and it is performance per watt, nice, high resolutions and high frame rate gaming. Along with it, it comes with 96 CU of RDNA 3 2.3 GHz game clock, which is its game clock when it's doing gaming and high intensity workloads. It comes with 24 GB per second, 24 GB of memory at a 384 bit per GDDR6, 2.1 DisplayPort, AV1 encode decode, and a total board power of 355 watts, which is significantly less compared to NVIDIA. And it's not just that the board power is less, there's more excitement to it because AMD, I think, just killed it in this thing. And the next up is 6900 XT with 84 CUs, 2 GHz game clock, 20 GB of GDDR6 memory at 320 bits bus, and 300 watts of board power. Along with it, it's similar to 2.5 slot design, and it comes with dual 8-pin power supply. So basically you don't need an additional adapter and things like that. That was their selling point. But yeah, it doesn't comes with anything, like you can just upgrade your GPUs. And it comes with industry leading DisplayPort 2.1 display link bandwidth of up to 54 GB per second, 12 bit per channel color for up to 68 billion colors, 8K at 165 frames, 4K at 480 frames, which is truly awesome. Like, DisplayPort 2.1 was not even official and they just did it at that moment. We know like DisplayPort 1.4 is the standard now, but it's gone, and you need DisplayPort 2.1 to drive this. And as you can see on the screen here, and when it is compared to 6950 XT with DisplayPort 1.4, you can drive like 1440p at 480 Hz, 4K at 240 Hz, 8K at 60 Hz. But when you compare it to DisplayPort 2.1 with RX 6900 XTX, 1440p is nearly doubled, like it's 900 Hz, 4K is doubled at 480 Hz, and it's 165 Hz for 8K. And there will be first ultra-wide camera by Samsung, not camera but monitor by Samsung Neo G9, which is nice thing to see, Odyssey G9, but it's going to be hell expensive. Along with it, it comes with next generation ray tracing core with 1.5 more rays in flight, new dedicated instruction set, new ray box sorting and traversal, and it's up to 50% more performance compared to per CU, and it's a second generation of ray tracing accelerators, so it is a nice thing to see. And when it comes to performance, you can see 6900 XT at 1440p gaming, it's capped at 300 frames for Apex Legends, 600 frames for Overwatch 2, and 833 frames for Valorant. But it's capped, like the game is capped at that frames, so it can literally go higher than that. As you can see on the screen here, high refresh 8K gaming when it compares to Death Stranding, Call of Duty 2 with FSR. They compared it with FSR with DisplayPort 1.4 limit. So basically you can see it's over 100 frames per second. Like Uncharted Legacy of Thieves at 8K is 73 frames, while Valhalla is 96 frames at 8K. But Dead sprinting is 148 and 198 Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which is a nice thing to see. And with DisplayPort 2.1, it's a selling point, but they will be able to drive that frames, like that many frames on the cam because of their bandwidth on the screen. So yeah, it is a nice thing to see. Along with it, they also talked about various other technologies like AMD advantage and stuff, but moving on to that, we will first see more performance. Like in 4K you can clearly see the gains with FSR. Like they use FSR similar to Nvidia, who uses DLSS 3 when in their performance uplift, but in Apex Legends, Overwatch 2 and Valorant they didn't use FSR, to be surprised, but they got still that much gains. And when you compare for 4K ray tracing and Cyberpunk 2077, you get ray tracing at ultra at 62 frames with FSR. Dying Light 2 is 72 and Hitman 3 is at 89, though it's a pretty significant gain over RX 1650 XT, but I seriously think it can't beat RTX 4090. And according to some sources, it says like it is not meant to, by Scott Herman in a Q&A, it's meant like it's not going to challenge Nvidia's 4090 as of now, but even if it comes close to RTX 4080, it's a nice thing to see because this GPU is really awesome for what it delivers at that pricing. Because along with that display technology 4.2.1, it's really an awesome GPU to see because it comes with a performance uplift of over generation. I'm just excited for the next gen also, if this is the performance target, because performance per watt is truly much, as they had announced FSR 3.0 with 2 times more FPS versus FSR 2.0, and it's similar to DLSS 3.2 where it uses kind of an AI to render some frames before rendering it on this game. So we still don't know, maybe they have some graphics core inside like Tensor Core in RDNA 3, but which they haven't told us about it. Maybe when it will be available in the future we can check about it. But it is pretty awesome to see like AMD coming so close in ray tracing because they came pretty late. And we have AMD advantage, it's coming for desktop. Like it's similar to what we get on laptop, where they choose their processors and graphics in a way like that gives you extreme higher level of performance, and it's coming to PCs as of now, like AMD advantage desktop, where you can get every last ounce of power from your CPUs and GPUs, and it's a pretty significant improvement. But I'm pretty much excited for the pricing, as we still got like we saw Assassin's Creed Valhalla running at 96 frames per second at 8K, but here it is AMD Radeon RX 1600 XTX will retail at $999 and RX 1700 XT at $899, and it will be available from December 13th. Along with it, there are plans to release it with port partners, AIB partners also, but we still don't know whether it will happen, but they are literally trying to do it on December 13th itself. But at $1,000, even if it comes close to RTX 4080 performance, it's nice because it's clearly can't challenge RTX 4090, as they had already said. Like these are not meant to challenge RTX 4090, but if they comes close to 4080, which is a nice thing to see, because RTX 4080 retails for 1,100 I think, but at $1,000 it's a pretty nice GPU, even if it's like 10% slower or stuff like that. But if it comes with ray tracing and every other tricks up their back, close to 4090 performance, because AMD can do anything. If it comes to 4090 performance, it can literally buy, if 4090 is like 20% faster, but it retails for $1,000, so basically it's going to kill it. And the pricing is nice, like 1700 XT at $100 less is pretty awesome to see. So AMD has literally nailed it. Like they had made a balance in the GPU segment where Nvidia's 4090 has gone up in price significantly at $1,600 or $1,800 to be exact. But with the rise of RX 7000 series, it might change. So it is a pretty significant, like for $1,000, even though it doesn't challenge Nvidia's 4090 like the high end, it kind of challenges in that segment with their pricing, because at $1,000 a high end GPU by AMD is not to be seen of, and if it continues, Nvidia needs to lower their pricing a big deal. Even though Nvidia has a pretty nice significant uplift in ray tracing performance and stuff, yeah, AMD can come back, because Nvidia had a head start in ray tracing, but AMD is catching off a big time. So yeah, that's it from me today. For more technology news and for more leaks regarding GPUs and CPUs, subscribe to the channel. Along with mobile news, I upload them daily. I try to do it, but yeah, like, share and subscribe. And for more tech news, subscribe to the channel, and I will meet you in the next one. Peace out.